Good morning. I hope you guys are all well. Today is Tuesday. My hair's, I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. Today is Tuesday and it is still half term, which means that Michael is off work, which is obviously quite a treat. And actually we were both saying that this has been by far the best half term we have had in ages. I think it really helps that it's quite a long one. I know if you're a parent you might not agree, but for us it has been bliss. I spoke in my last video that I was kind of disheartened by my 14 days of outfits, just because I feel like I wasn't happy with the content. No one was. People were like generally quite nice about it. Oh sorry, people were generally quite nice about it, but I just wasn't happy with it, and I just feel like I really need to add to my wardrobe, which I have been doing a tiny bit. My first task for today is that I am going to go to a couple of supermarkets. I'm actually going to go to Lidl, Tesco and Sainsbury's, which is quite a lot. Not something I typically do. Sorry, I hate touching my hair, but it's just so awful today. Maybe when I come home, before I start shooting, I might just, I might give it a quick curl. But I'm going to go to Lidl to buy a couple of groceries and then to the other places to buy something very much more specific. But I thought we could go together. First stop is Lidl. I don't know how much I'm going to film in here because I'm just really here for like groceries, but we'll see. Okay, truly beautiful weather. Oh, my jacket's stuck outside, I think. Yeah, it is. I did pick up these and I'm quite peckish. They're called almendras, which I think is what we call in Portugal amendoas, which is essentially almonds, but coated in chocolate. Yeah, it says almonds with milk chocolate. So I'm going to have a couple of these on my drive to Sainsbury's. I will say that typically in Portugal they're like sugar coated and I don't love those. They're okay. So I'm back home from Sainsbury's, Tesco and Lidl. Didn't really end up filming very much because actually someone stole my trolley when I was like looking at plants, and honestly it made me so sad. I was so heartbroken because just recently one of my friends gave me one of those little tokens that you use to get a trolley. And I was like, I put it in, I got my trolley, and I put it aside, and then I forgot to take my bags, and I was like looking at some plants, and then I turned around and my trolley was gone, and I was so sad, like genuinely. What can you look? It's not the end of the world, but like, why would someone steal my trolley? But I thought I'd show you what I got. Actually, let's start with this. This is the mess behind me, I'm about to tell you that. I got this, and it's been on my wish list for ages, and honestly, I just don't know if it's the right jacket for me. What do we think? I think maybe I'm gonna return it. I really want to like love it, and I think I like it, but I'm just not sure if I like love it. It's size 12-14 as well, so I didn't really size up. I know some people that were size 10 and they got this size, so maybe it's like a bit small, but to be honest I don't think like things look very good on me, like super oversized, and although like this part isn't, like the rest of it's still like very oversized, I would say. So what do we think? Do I keep this? This was £65 from ASOS and it was out of stock and it finally came in, so I picked it up. I'm actually just gonna go and ask Mike if he likes it too. Okay, that didn't really help me. He said it's about 7 out of 10, which is probably what I would give it. And typically I don't keep 7s out of 10s, but I'm just really struggling to like find a jacket I genuinely do love. Maybe if it were like a black instead of a brown, it'd be better. Let me know what you think, because I really am in two minds. And then I picked up 7 bits, and honestly I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all of these. Maybe not, because also I just don't think I got the right sizes and stuff. But this is from from Sainsbury's, and it's a size 18. Like I said, it says it's an oversized fit anyway, but I just wanted something like super oversized. And if you did watch my trends video recently, vertical stripes are really in at the moment. I just like the colour of this one. I'm gonna try it on, like maybe I'll return it, maybe I'll keep it, we will see. I bought this, which I think could just be like a really lovely waistcoat, again from Sainsbury's. This one I got in a size 12 and this was £14. And I think the final thing I got from Sainsbury's was this jumper, size 12 again, because I think it is like slightly oversized anyway, and this was £22. Honestly, I really went in like wanting like something red, and neither shop had anything red, which really surprised me because I do think red is the colour of the season. This little skirt from Tesco, £10. And it's basically a maxi skirt, maxi satin rather than a maxi midi, which I do have. This is just a plain black waistcoat. I haven't had the best of luck with waistcoats, and I do want to go to some other shops to see if they've got any like longer line waistcoats because I quite like them. so I might end up picking that up. And then I picked up this little suit, which I really like the look of, but I wanted the trousers and they didn't have them in store. And I also thought this jacket was a little bit expensive for Tesco. It was £49.50, so £49.50 for the jacket, and then £18 for the waistcoat. I'm not sure about this one either, but I'm going to try it on and maybe I'll keep it. I'm also going to shoot like a little bit of content with these, kind of like a what I bought, like should I keep it? The plan for this afternoon. So a few days have passed since my last little clip. Oh, I just feel like this is so annoying. It's like as low as my tripod goes. I could choose another tripod, maybe that would work better, because I feel like I'm very down here. Maybe I could sit up. I'll sit up. I just got home from some events. I've had like one of those days. It's been really lovely. Like, I can't complain. I left home quite early. Not quite early. I left home at 8 o'clock. I then went to 3 events, which is quite a lot. So I feel like I'm just tired from like really heavily socializing, which is lovely, but equally like talking to people for maybe like 6 hours is quite intense, I think. But I went to really nice events. Oh, also, this is the shirt I wore today. You just saw it in a couple of clips ago. I kept this. I returned a lot of other things, not everything but most things, but this shirt I'm just absolutely loving. I also returned that Topshop coat. I'd honestly been waiting for that to come in for the longest time, but I feel like sometimes. Okay, so the first event I went to today was with This Works. You probably know about This Works from their pillow sprays. Are of course amazing, great products, but today they were talking about their kind of body products, and they have some really lovely ones. Sorry, I feel like I'm probably shaking the camera a little bit. I think quite a cult classic, and actually one of my favourite questions to ask people that work for beauty brands is like, what's your favourite product? And the CEO of This Works was saying that her favourite is Skin Deep Dry Leg Oil. So very much looking forward to trying this. It's, as the name suggests, a dry leg oil. I can't see why you can only use this on your legs, and actually in French it just says for the body, so I think you probably could use this all over. Oh, I'm dripping. Oh, that's annoying. It's an oil for the body, as it suggests. I even got it on my laptop. How annoying. I probably just needed 1 pump, and of course I went for 2 because I can't be measured. I don't know why. Oh, that smells so delicious. Not delicious, that's not true. It doesn't smell like I could eat it, but it really smells like zen, and definitely something I'm going to try. I actually think I'm going to try and start like moisturising my body a bit more, but obviously coming into summer and it's just not something I do enough. I think not only is it like a great mindful time, it can really make a big difference to your body. Then there is the Perfect Body Vitamin C Glow. What's wrong with me? Which I actually have already tried, and it's kind of similar. It's another like body moisturizer. The Perfect Body Smoothing Wash, which is one of their new products, which is just a shower wash. They have a Perfect Cleavage and Neck Serum, which I think is the best selling neck serum out there. Could be wrong, but I think so. And then there's also the Perfect Leg Skin Miracle. I think This Works is a really lovely brand, and we got to talk a lot about like hormones and the body and that sort of thing, and which was lovely. And then a brand that is completely new to me is Pear, which is a Danish skincare brand, and I am very much looking forward to trying these products. I'm in like one, you know when you're just like tired and you just want to take your makeup off? That is me today, and I probably am going to start using these products. So Pear, like I said, is a Danish brand, kind of a like mid price point, I would say, and they've just launched a range called the Lift range, which has retin art, so like RETINART, which is essentially like a retinol alternative. You can use this if you're breastfeeding or you're pregnant. You can use this if you have sensitive skin or rosacea. I think it's just supposed to be a much more gentle version of retinol, and I haven't been using retinol. I've been very tempted, but I've been very like nervous about it. But I definitely have like signs of aging on my face. I probably shouldn't point them all out, but I definitely have like a line across here, like smile lines, definitely some signs of aging, which is fine. Like, I am in my 30s. I'm gonna slow that down a little bit, that would be great. And these just sound really good. I think these are a little bit more expensive. They're kind of like the £80–90 price point. They have 1% of retinol and 1% AHA. And then this one here has just 1.5% of retinol. Apparently it doesn't make you sensitive to light like retinol does. It just sounds like it's got all the good things of retinol without the bad things. They do seem to be one of the first people to have been using it, so very much looking forward to trying that. And then lastly, I also went to the Sculpted by Amy event. It was at Seabird, I think it's called, which is in the Hoxton in Blackfriars. There's almost always really lovely people at these sort of events, and today was no different. It was to launch their new cleansers. So they look like this. They all have 2 cleansers. So it's called the Duo Cleanse. They all come with a gentle cleanser, which is a Pro Vitamin B5 cleanser. And then they come with a second cleanse, which varies. So this one here is a clarifying cleanser, which comes with 2% salicylic acid. There is one that comes with, which is the exfoliating cleanser. And then finally, there's also the brightening cleanser. Now, I haven't had a chance to try these yet, but honestly, very much looking forward to using them. Sculpted by Amy is a brand that I truly love and believe in. I think it's only going to grow and become even better over the next few years. And then they gave us a few other things. I've never had these. This is a headband and wash cuffs. I'm not very interested in the headband because I just do up my hair when I'm washing my face. Quite interested in the cuffs. I know they're a bit like gimmicky and a bit silly, but look how cute they are. I don't know if I'll get that much use out of them, but I like the idea. It's so that the water doesn't slip down your arms. Basically like sweatbands, but for washing your face, which I think is quite funny. Since I haven't been home all day, I'm now going to spend a couple of hours on my laptop, and then I will check in maybe once I'm using the cleanser, and maybe we can even briefly talk about what I've been reading recently, because I've been back into reading, which has been really, really nice. So it is, what day is it today? Thursday. I'm actually about to sit down to edit this video so that I can upload it, but I said I would talk through a few books that I've been reading, so I thought I would just do that before I upload. I look a bit worse for wear. I've had quite a long day. Please excuse my makeup. I'm trying to find a makeshift tripod because my actual tripod I find a little bit too high for my desk. It's a little bit too low. Great. Maybe I'll add on the Sol de Janeiro. Oh, this is a bit wonky. Why's that happened? Maybe. Oh, I have a really big hairspray. I have a very tall hairspray, so maybe we could go with that. Here we go. This might be my more regular tripod, but I hope you guys are having a nice week so far. I kind of am. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Mike's running the London Marathon this weekend, which will be fun for him, I think. But I mentioned I'd talk through what I've read recently, and that's just what I wanted to do. Firstly, I think I'm going to just mention that I am a Sally Rooney fan. Two people commented on my Goodreads, I'm not sure of names, that one of the books I read was very Sally Rooney-ish, and that's why they didn't like it. Now, I like Sally Rooney, so that is not a negative for me. I find that I kind of read like 6 months a year, and I start in April for 6 months. The first book I read was Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I enjoyed this. I didn't love this. I think it's a little bit longer than it needs to be, and this is the one that someone said, 2 people said that is quite similar to Sally Rooney. I actually think most of the books I picked are quite Sally Rooney-ish. This is okay. Like, I gave it 4 out of 5, which is good. I just found it a tiny bit slow and a little bit longer than it needed to be. These are all kind of just like contemporary fiction with romance thrown in, like that's what I like. Then I have It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. If you've read any Colleen Hoover, this is kind of more of the same. I think in this one in particular, this is a follow-up to It Ends With Us. In my opinion, absolutely nothing happens in this book. Enjoyable to read because I feel like her writing is very readable. I think I finished it in also a day, so it is quite a light one, but read it if that's what you're in the mood for. But I don't think it's like a must read or anything like that. And then I read Talking at Night. Oh, I loved this. This is by Claire Daverley. Loved this. I just think this was so beautiful. It's kind of got like a one-day-esqueness to it, in that we meet a boy and a girl when they're in like college sort of age, and then we meet them again as adults, and I love this. I cried so much, maybe in like 3 different parts, and I just think her writing is so stunning that I would highly recommend this one if you're looking for something to read. But I think like if you do like romance books, this is a must read in my opinion. And now I'm reading Notes on a Heartbreak, which I purchased off Vinted, and I'm enjoying it, but honestly I've just started it. I'm on page 40, but really, really beautifully written as well. This though, by the way, I would say has no speech marks, which I know bothers a lot of people, but because I listen to audiobooks as I read, that doesn't bother me too much. But very much looking forward to this. If you kind of like a slightly slower book that is beautifully written. That's what I'm going to say Sally Rooney is. I know a lot of people are going to say that they don't like Sally Rooney. I cannot relate, although I didn't love her new book. I love normal people, essentially. These two I would say are kind of like similar to that. And then I also decided to start Ali Smith Spring. I just thought this is a nice one for me to have in my handbag so that I can carry it around. But I remembered that I really don't like reading on the train, so it's so unlikely that I'm going to read this whilst on the train, so this might be one that I kind of save for after notes of a heartbreak. But I've read Winter and I didn't love it, so I'm not really sure why I picked up Spring. I do actually think I gave Winter a 4 out of 5, which is decent. This, by the way, was a 5 out of 5. I really did love this. I do find that if I really love a book, I like try to not finish it because I just want it to last forever, and this book was that. I really did enjoy it. I like, even on the last chapter I was like finding myself like taking little breaks from it because I just didn't want it to end. This, however, I don't know, I'm actually tempted to like restart it because I think maybe I haven't quite understood what's going on. I feel like I'm just like in that like very chatty mood and my brain's like shooting around at 100 different things, which is a lot. So I actually think I'm going to now go edit this video. I hope you somewhat enjoyed it. Do let me know if there's something in particular you would like to see next week. Actually don't think I'm going to do a vlog next week, but maybe, who knows. I feel like I need to break it up a little bit because I'm a bit bored of filming vlogs. I would like to film like a sit down video, maybe a favourites. I'm very tempted to film favourites, but we will see. I will see you next week Thursday. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.